guys, it's Jojo here. It's almost Friday. So we're going to do a little short stretch today for tightness in the hips and the lower back. And so, because I get lots of people I teach, most of them whenever I ask, oh, what's sore, what's tight? It's always the lower back, the piriformis, the hips. We spend so much time compressing there. So let's come down to the mat here and start with just a simple little cross-legged seat. Grounding into the earth, bring the feet up. And let's start with windshield wiping the legs from side to side, just warming up from one side to the next. Take it 3 times on each side. Watch your neck when you do these movements, because we tend to hold a lot of tension in the neck, and the neck is just really a neutral extension of our spine. And then come onto your mat. And I'd like you to come on down to the mat and bring your feet wide, let your knees drop in. And then bring your feet together and find a reclined butterfly. Just let the knees completely fall open. We're going to now windshield wipe our knees from one side to the other, very simply just hydrating the hips. So internally rotating here, the right hip, and then coming back to the other side. It feels so good along the quads as well. And from here, bring our feet parallel hip distance. So our shoulders are in line with our hips are in line with our knees are in line with our feet. And it's important to feel the entire spine on the mat so that you do have some sort of sense of grounding. Find space between the chin and the chest. If you're compressing here, you're crunching down in the vertebrae. And we want to try to elongate all the joints and the spine. So when you feel stable here, I just want you to, on the inhale, lift up the seat. Use the ground to anchor you. Maybe you clasp your hands beneath you. Find some space here as you lift up. Maybe you bring your feet a little closer and reach for the heels, lifting up through the glutes, up through the quads, the hips pressing to the sky. Reach the arms back if you'd like. Let's take some movement here. Clicky knees. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, come on down. One more time we come up into bridge. Maybe we find a little more height, a little more. Pressing all the way up and then down. Left leg extends. The right leg reaches up. Depending on your hammies and how tight they feel today, we may not be able to reach up to the hamstring. Take a deep breath here. And then just lower the right leg down. Let's bring the left leg up and reach forward for the toes. Come on down. Now both knees come into the chest as you squeeze the hips into the hip socket. Rocking from side to side. Let the left foot come down to the mat. Right leg extends up. The foot is in dorsiflexion, which means it's fully engaged as you hook the right ankle over the left quad. Gently guide the right knee out. Perhaps this is just enough to open up the hips for you today. If not, and you think you can go a little further, I'd like you to reach up off the mat for the left shin. Release the head back to the mat. Keep the feet engaged as you draw that left knee into the chest, opening up the right hip and breathing here. Think about that little bit of pain, that tightness there, as a good sensation, releasing tension. Drawing fresh oxygen into that hip, you release the legs. Now extend both legs, stretch all the way back and bring the knees back. This time the left leg comes up. Left foot hooks over. Guide the left knee out and in we come, clasping between the legs, drawing the neck back to the ground. The gaze is up. Now we can probably push with our left elbow the inner part of the left knee slightly out and away from the body, away from the midline, to create some stretch in the left hip. Breathing here, come on back. Reach the knees to the right, come on up, reach the knees to the left. Slowly rocking all the way up now. We move through the length of the spine, giving the spine a little massage as we come up to a seat. We're going to kick our legs behind us now and come into a neutral tabletop position. And when I say neutral, I mean remove the arch from the spine. So rather than having an arched spine or a rounded dipped spine, really would like you to strive for a flat back, the shoulders over the wrists, everything's in that same hip distance posture. The weight is pressing into the fingers, the belly button is up and in towards the spine. Very gently we reach now with the right leg, so pressing not just into the knee here on the left side, but the shin as well. Reach the right foot back. Bring the right foot in front of you and find a gentle low lunge. Tap the hips, sort of extend your spine so that the crown of the head is reaching as you move into the hips here. This is just a really lovely, juicy hydrator for your hips. If you have sore knees, pop a little pillow or a wee towel underneath your knee that you're pressing into. Low lunge. Extend the right foot if you can and fold forward. Coming on back, bring the knees together, dip the seat down and find Balasana. So you might need to draw your knees a little wider as you come forward. Now if I were with you and you were in my class, I might come to the back of you and gently press your hips down. So think about that, releasing the hips all the way down. Release pressure from the scapula. Claw a little more traction in front of you. Lift your shoulders and then find even more space. Coming back to neutral. Take this opportunity, if you'd like, to take some rounds of cat-cow if you have the time. Opening and contracting the vertebra. And then in your neutral tabletop position, extend the left leg back, nice and strong through the pelvis. No movement really through the core. The obliques are strong. Left foot plants in front of you as you rise up, low lunge. In low lunge, you might want to bring that foot a little further forward as you find some movement through the hips here. Gentle movement. And then come on back to a seat. Now, seated on the mat, I'd like you to bring your legs out like this in front of you so that your right knee is extended out. Perhaps it's 90 degrees from the hips, or maybe it's more comfortable to be a slight diagonal. Now, just gently twisting from side to side here. Find a twist. These hips are in an internal rotation, and we don't do that very much in yoga. And then as you come back to the center, there's going to be a space somewhere that you feel comfortable that you can stretch into. So perhaps you stretch over the left side. Whatever your stretch, I would like you to try to get your head to the ground. Maybe you have a towel that you can place there that lifts the head a little bit. And now stretch into a different space. Just breathing into that part of the hip that feels very tight. Swap the legs. And twist this side. Twisting is so, so good for us. And I'm going to fold forward. And it's probably somewhere around 1 or 2 o'clock. I'm folding over my right shin, my right knee. And then I'm going to try a different type of fold and fold into a different space. Practice is so intuitive. It's very personal. We're all different. And then I'd like you to come back to your mat. Lower yourself all the way down and release the hands above you. Let your feet splay entirely open. Let your arms come out to the side. Take a big, deep breath in. Filling the lungs full capacity. So bringing the breath away from the chest, but using the diaphragm. And then, as you come up to a seat, roll up from the side. Come to meet me on the mat. Cross the legs if you can. And I say to you, namaste and happy hips. And we'll continue to work on hips tomorrow. Thanks for practicing.